Good morning, guys. I will show you a very interesting rush. I never saw it like this. You see here is a dock building, and some docks are on the way, and you could see they're running to the right. And usually, if you has Britons, you often go to your opponent player, and you see there at the bottom there are already some docks there. They are running near the CC of the another player and checking the best entry point for attacking. And with so many docks, it's called. Of course, we could call that dock rushing. That's really massive. You see, that's only minute 8. In minute 8, with so much docks, that could get a terrible impact. So if there are some horses out for hunting, they have no chance about this huge mass of dogs. Now they're going more into the CC area and try to find women, so easy targets. And here some archers, but these archers, about 5 or 6 maybe, was not a big defense against these huge dogs. And in the meantime, you could not work good. Of course, your economy then is much lower, and the other player could be developed a little bit. The problem is, of course, you need to switch always the view between your dogs, and you need, of course, much of food, because the dogs only cost 100 food, but nothing else. So here we have a strong weapon in phase 1 who is not using, who is not needed wood. That's the only, I think, the only weapon who is only use food. Of course, you could attack with women, and you could enable the feature 100% more healthy if you use women, but they are not so strong of dogs, of course. Dogs could not do anything else. They could not walk. They could not get wood from trees or so. So if you don't use it, that's for attacking it, then they are useless. You could use some dogs for checking around the areas, what most people do. I never thought that these dog rushes, I never saw that. And the player, of course, the best player in all the games is where founded. This was Borg. Borg has also wrote some tips in some articles online. I don't know where this is. That's very interesting to read. You should. I could recommend reading that, written by Borg. Very good. And yes, now he's implanted the CC very close to this area, and yes, and the tower, and some say he's playing around a little bit with his opponent, testing from some buildings near to them, near to his CC. I'm not quite sure, but the opponent player is, of course, a very strong player, so maybe sometimes it's maybe possible to win about Berg, why not? But this huge army of dogs, that was the start, and this was the, I think, the pre-decision of this game. You see that Berg has now huge owner of the map, and he not produced any dogs anymore. That was only in phase 1, of course. And now here you see the other player was so good to destroy some buildings, but now you see their rams onto the map. And yeah, that's really probably soon the end. I think the most interesting thing to show you in this game was that the dogs rush, and yes, it goes now more than another 5 minutes to the end. I'm not quite sure if I should stop the video at this moment. You see, now it's going on, and yes, it's a huge distance in economy and in military. So now he's testing some other weapons than I think I want to stop this video now at this moment. It's the most thing was the dog rush. So yes. Temples are always good. I saw temples using by the Mauryan very good. Group your archer elephants around temples is very good, because archer elephants often very weak against other archers, for example, and they're not good protected. They have no shields around, so it's good to use them together with temples. And what I also found interestingly, some group their archer around a group of rams. If some soldiers going in, then they group the rams between the attackers and the archer. Rams as a protection shield. Interesting. Yes, here it goes this way. Oh, there's some dogs. Now that's the end. Okay, thanks, and I hope you enjoyed it. Then thank you and bye bye.